What's poppin', y'all? I am over here getting ready to do some storytelling. I have just opened up this palette, this color palette that I just opened up. I just got out the shower, fresh face, all of that shit. So this is Remade Beauty that I am using. And here's the palette, brand spanking new. For color correction, I have not done anything to my face besides put the primer on. So this is going to be a story time, guys. You guys better be lighting up with your girl, smoking up and toking up. I am putting this color correction because I have been having a lot of bags under my eyes, and I'm okay with that shit. So, story time. I want you guys to be lighting up, smoking up, toking up with your girl. Okay. So, I wanted to talk about sexuality, and you know, YouTube has been censoring me, so it is what it is. I wanted to talk about sexuality. I am going for an all black look today, so it's just going to be it's not going to be a basic look, but it is going to be I guess I'm just going to do it with my eyes today. So, as I was saying, I grew up in a church household, in a church, Pentecostal church to be exact. And a lot of things that were happening in the church, I questioned. And I always questioned because it was very strange to me. And the church that I grew up in was basically all family, and so everyone knew everyone's issue, or everyone's knew every detail of business when they had their baby, what hospital. I mean, every damn thing. Like if their husband was cheating on them, if they were gambling, everyone at that church knew everything. So we had a lot of youthful people that would go there, and I just remember when I was younger, not really knowing the distinction between different sex, but genders, and what I was looking at, viewing in the eyes of a child. And I won't say I was sheltered, but I will say that being hidden away from, you know, certain worlds and things, or the world, it kind of makes you go on a perspective of reading from the Bible and what you were taught and how you were, how you came to be. And so a lot of these situations that I went through in church turned me off because there was no truth in it. One situation when I was younger in particular, I remember the pastor asking the gay men to step up in the congregation and confess their sins. And I'm just thinking to myself, bitch, how do you know, Mr. Pastor Man? But how do you know? Okay. So, speak ancestors. So, when I was younger, I always questioned that. Like, how the fuck would anybody know what someone does in the bedroom unless they confess that, or confess their sins, or confess whatever? And so, y'all don't see these Sealy braids, god damn it. Y'all don't see this Bruno Mars up under her. So, I thought that was very strange. So I remember asking my parents, like, why did they do that to those people? Why did they do that to the members? Why did they call them out? I literally remember tithing and offering, and every Sunday, this one church that we went to, they would broadcast how much you spent in tithing and offering. And you know, I thought that was just very intrusive and unnecessary. I'm getting ready to cake this shit, to bake it. So don't mind how it looks right now. I don't give a fuck. So I remember distinctly him at this one church asking all of the gay members to step into I remember him asking all of the congregation that was or had some sort of sexual preference to step up and speak about it. And I was just thinking to myself, how does this motherfucker know what somebody did in a bedroom? I always thought that was so odd. So I asked my parents about it. They were like, well, you know, everybody's different, blah, 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 blah. They never really were opposed to that shit, but they, you know, they were open, but in the household to talking about it, but not in church. You don't talk about those things in church. So as I grew up, this girl named Kimberly King, I will never forget her name. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she's dead, alive, I don't know what, but we ended up going to school together, and I was in kindergarten, I believe. No. I was in first grade. And so weird. I was in first grade, and I remember she'd be like, do you like girls? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, do I like girls? You're my friend. And then she would be like, well, do you want to kiss me? Like, do you want to see what it feels like to kiss like the ones in the movies? And I'm like, I guess. Like, I wasn't even thinking about kissing back then. I told y'all I'm enjoying my mud pies, honey. Okay. Now, this is the first encounter of that I've ever had like this, and I've had multiple ones. And y'all tell me in the comments, have you ever had this happen to you? So we get on the bus, mind you, kindergarten. She brings her jacket because it was raining outside or something like that, and she had her jacket. So we get on the bus, and she was like, you want to see what it feels like to kiss now? I'm like, okay, let's see. So she kisses me. And I'm like, you know, is this what this is in the movies? I'm just thinking to myself, like, girl, like, this is it? I wasn't feeling it. So the kids on the bus were like, why are you guys under the jacket? And the girl's like, it's none of your business, it's our secret. And I'm like, oh shit. As I'm thinking in my adult head, you know, looking back on the situation, I'm like, oh shit. She must have experienced this shit before. And I have never been around another girl that was like that. You know, my cousins weren't like that growing up. None of the people that I lived around were like that. And so it's kind of sad thinking about it now that there are children that are exposed to things like that from other children. And that was my first experience that I had. She came and stayed the night, one night after that, and I remember the mermaid shirt that I had on when this happened, when she stayed the night. And I just remember going to my parents and me telling them that she kissed me. And I didn't like it. and she put her tongue in my mouth, and I didn't like it. And that's the second time it happened. But I wasn't, understanding, in my little baby child mind that she was exposed to that in order to have liked it first. And so, honey, my parents whipped that little girl up and put her in the car and took her back off. When I say they took her back, they drove her ass back. I don't even think they told, because I never heard from her ever since that situation. And so, rightfully so, because I felt violated. I did not like that. And she was trying to get me on her shit that she had been through, and I had not been through none of that. They took her quick, fast, and in a hurry, honey. And then I had this one girl that stayed across the street from me. I specifically remember her because of her fish. Her dad had fish, and he also had Playboy magazines in his bathroom above the cabinet. And honey, you'd be shocked and surprised what some people allow in their household. So with her, hers was wanting to stay the night because she lived so conveniently across the street, and not only across the street, but her brother was friends with my brother, and she kissed me when she spent the night too, and I'm just like, this shit crazy. I don't know if we just experimenting as children or what, but she was like, you want to get under the covers together? And I'm like, okay. So we get under the covers, and she's like, let me tell you a secret. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. And after that, I had to stay at her house in the morning, and I really didn't like that. And so I kind of like shied away. She was 1 year older than me, and she was a Pisces. I remember her birthdays. And so that situation, I got older, and I realized that a lot of people have sexual desires at a young age, or they're shown those sexual ways. And in my child mind, I'm wondering, like, is this what the world is about? Because mind you, I'm sheltered. I'm not able to watch worldly things on TV. I could only watch what my parents allowed me to watch. So that meant like VH1, MTV. That came around when we got around worldly people. So a lot of those times I was learning. I was a child. I was probably about 10 years old when that happened. This is the new Violet Gloss that I got from BoxyCharm. This one, Mind Flower. And it's a little mini palette. I like it. Give me life, bitch. Okay. So, with her, I had to go to her house every morning. And that was the first time that I had even watched VH1 and MTV. And that was my first time seeing Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston. And I was like, I wanted to go over there, but it was still the the way that things happened and the way that she acted, to me, I just didn't want to go over there, but I was also being shown things that I had never seen before. And I liked it. Not necessarily the sexual desire, but I like being able to see in TV and VH1 and all the videos that I wasn't able to watch. Bitch had never heard of Guns N' Roses and Meatloaf before until I met this bitch. Okay. So that was one situation. I knew that I liked men, and a lot of those girls were either introduced or experienced that before. And so I told her, like, I don't really like that. And so we had some sort of vice because she did live across the street from me. It was like, it was very awkward. But I tried to keep it as normal as possible without like telling her I don't get down like that. And as I got older, older women, when I turned 18, I remember it was my first time like really getting drunk. And I had this boyfriend, his name was Anthony, and let's just say that he trusted her to be with me, not knowing that she was on the low, a lesbian or bisexual. I don't know, shit. I don't know how you label people shit like that when they try you. I don't know. Like, there's no label, I guess. I don't know, nigga. I don't know. So my first time getting drunk with Anthony and the people that he brought me over there with, they were able to go to the liquor store. So, and knowing that, I was getting ready to have me some fun. But next thing you know, this girl, I was driving because I had this PT Cruiser, and I was driving, and she was like, can you take me to the liquor store? I was like, I am pretty fucking drunk. I remember the specific drink that she had. It was called Southern Comfort. And I got so fucked up, I couldn't even drive my car. So I was like, you know what? If she wants to go to the store and she's got some gas money, let's fucking do this shit, bitch. Well, I'm gonna take my drunk ass and we gonna do this shit. So then we're out in the parking lot because they did not answer the phone by the time that we got back. And so she turned the music up and we just sitting there getting drunk, and I'm not thinking anything of it. And she was like, I'm getting ready to be 32. And I was like, oh shit, like, you don't even look like it, you look really beautiful. And so she's like, yeah, I don't have any children, I'm 32. And I was like, oh my God, like, I just turned 17. And so, hold on. So we're in her car, and she's like, you wanna go back to my house? She's like, I wanna kiss you. And I'm like, what's going on with my world? And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, what? I'm just trying to drink. Shit, I was just trying to have me a little bit of fun, have some drink, go home with my boyfriend when they answer the phone or whatever it is they were doing. And she's like, I want to spend the night at your house. Like, what the fuck be going on? And I'm like, no, that's okay. So luckily, my boyfriend, he finally picks up because they were nowhere to be found. And I'm like, well, I'm getting ready to go home. She was like, well, you should, you let me get your number. And I'm like, what the fuck? That was one story, one instance when I turned 16. It happened like every 4 years or some shit. And like, it was just really weird. Really weird. I'm like, what is going on in my world? Like, there is no way that I am attracting these people because I'm not gay. I'm not bisexual. And these were like older women that you would never even think that they would be on some like, I want to get you when you're out. You would never think that that would happen. So I'm just like, what's going on? That was one situation. I got out of that one like Houdini quickly. And she called me a few times and I was really weirded out, to be honest with you, because it was like she was portraying her age to be like younger and shit, and it was just really weird. I'm like, girl, we're supposed to go to the mall and buy clothes together. Like, I don't like, we're supposed to talk about our boyfriends and talk about our new ventures, not what is going on. We don't have to talk about that. So in that instance, I luckily got out of that one. Got older. I have had older women like always like, you want to ride home, or I'll take you over here. And I'm like, no, that's okay, thank you though. Like, you just a pretty thing, or like getting ready to go out to the club and this person wants you to like clean their back off and shit, and I'm like, bitch, I'm not your servant and I am your friend, and we're supposed to be having fun, getting dressed together, going out, not on some weird lesbian shit. Having you like them having you do their back while they're in the tub and they're getting their clothes on. Like, that is not what we signed up to do. I've had many occasions of women who do that, and I just be like, that's so strange. Like, I don't act that anyway. But they've been older women too. Seriously. And I've always had to just stay back from people because that should be traumatizing to me. And I don't want my daughters to go through that. Or like being so vulnerable, you have no idea about the world. That's just women. That's not even the situations or the encounters that I've had with men. So imagine coming from a background like that, and then all these people around you, they know about Xanax and tabs and fucking morphine. I'm like, golly. you know, this school where all of the kids were like doing some sort of weird drugs, acid tablets, and fucking right before class. Some were getting away with it too, but a lot were high as fuck in class. And I'd be like, what have I gotten into in this world? You know, and then you meet some people that are really good at disguising their homely issues. Literally. Which is very scary. You know, like their mom will be a narcissist or a crackhead or, you know, have mental issues. And you're wondering all along why someone hides it or how they knew how to hide it that whole time. Humans are quite strange, I must say myself. Okay, so now I'm going to get in the glitter, which is this. This is Paris Hilton's palette. Now, I do have some professional glitters and shit, but bitch, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready, baby. No, I'm just kidding. And then I'm gonna apply my eyelashes and be done. And my lips and be done. And I want you guys to see the after as well. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. That's the after look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love to hear feedback, what experiences that you guys have been through. Now, men, on the other hand, I got stories for that ass. Okay, all of the stories. I got stories for days, honey. So y'all stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned for the fuckery, because I have stories, story time for days, dates, all of that. So stay tuned, baby. Okay, I'll show you guys the after look once I get my eyelashes and my lips on and my wig, okay, and my clothes. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hey y'all, so this is the look of the night. 2-piece stretch set. Tell me what y'all think. Okay, wiggy, she gonna get calmed down. Don't you worry, baby. Don't you worry. So, look of the night. I got this from Ross for like $14. So y'all gonna get this mommy tummy. Okay. So, outfit. Now tell me what shoes I should wear. I'm thinking about putting on this red lip color, but I don't know. That is the look of the night. Bump, bump. All right, so I don't know if I'm gonna put on this red lip color or a nude color, but this is the look of the night. I was thinking about putting on a headband or a crown. I don't know. Let me see. I should, I think I'm gonna put on a crown tonight. Should I? Might be too much. I don't feel like doing the most right now. But yes, this is the look. I'm thinking about doing this red color. My kid said I look like, what's that girl from, Cousin It? I thought that was so funny. But The Addams Family is one of my favorite movies, and Morticia. I've always liked Morticia. So that is a look. Y'all tell me what y'all think about these shoes. I don't know. Okay, so I'm getting ready to start my readings, and then I'm going to go on this date. So I don't know. I just don't even like people. Bitch be trying to throw off my pH balance just being around me. Okay. Which I control my water. Ain't no contamination. Okay, so I gotta make sure I am comfortable. I'm getting ready to roll this weed, and I'm gonna start these readings. And then I'm gonna get on out of here. So thank you for tuning in, you guys. Hopefully, because I'm ready for these kids to go to school. I want to get my cards printed. Oh, my contacts. So I'm gonna get these cards printed. I'm about to start this video. Okay, guys, I am getting ready to do a haul. See my fan? It's all got these holes in it. This is my makeup fan. Okay, so my fan has these holes in it. I'm gonna fix these right here because they are all broken. So, haul from Dollar Tree. Right? So, okay, so I got feathers. Dollar Tree, feather feed. Nice. Okay. Also got some seashells, bridal shell. I got a well mirror. I got some candles. And then I got a mirror. This is going to be my skull work mirror, as you can see. Okay, so half is done. And the feathers. And also here's the fan. I'm fixing those parts right there. And these missing holes right here. So, let's see. Oh, you found it. You don't want me to show you how it goes? Oh, baby.
No.
Oh. Well, why not? Oh. You sure? Because look, it squeezes out by itself. It's still heating up too. See that? How it's pushing it up. See that?
Yeah.
It's still got to heat up some, but you got to be careful.
Okay.
Let's see. See, there we go. Oh shit, now I gotta work fast, fuck. See, look, Bubba. I'm just gonna put a black one right there. See that? And don't touch it because it'll burn off your little sausage fingers. You see that?
Yeah.
And it dries. You just have to be careful with those strings that last from the hot glue. And once it's dry, boop. You see that? Oh, look, guys. Look who's here. Ow. You didn't even know you were on camera, did you, baby?
No.
I'm gonna do a voiceover anyway. But bring me your thing if you want me to, and I'll show you how to do it. And you take it in your room once I show you and be done. Not right now, but I'm just saying, you know, when you're ready to. I got you. But see, look, it's really easy. It's just you probably were scared to push the glue out. And it pushes by itself most of the time. Like that. It's a gun though. You see that, baby? And then it just sticks by itself. I'm gonna add a few more. So next time, when you're ready, mommy got you.
Okay.
I hope I don't, you said it looks elegant. You think I'm gonna make it look trashy?
Yeah, right now.
Well, with too much of the colors,
No.
it'll look okay?
Yep.
I hope so.
It looks like a fan that the queens and princesses would use.
Yeah. Or somebody would be fanning their monkey ass. I have had it for a long, for probably like 7 years now. But you see how it looks and what the glue does. You see that? It even does that to the painting. So whenever you get ready to finish him, we can use the hot glue.
Okay.
It's easy-o peasy-o, baby. Just let me know when you're ready, okay?
Okay. I'll be watching Minecraft videos.
Okay, so there's that. Do me a favor. What did we say we were eating? Because I'm not making those tacos unless we have we don't have no
We said
meat.
burritos.
Yeah, I know, but no, there's no meat.
I like the
Is
ones
it?
where you just do like eggs, bacon, and the potatoes.
You want a breakfast sandwich?
Yeah.
There's no now what is this fuckery on her? Some confetti? So breakfast?
Yeah.
Come here, y'all. What the fuck is this on here? Come here, y'all. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. So me and Bubba were just talking, and because there's no turkey meat, are y'all cool with breakfast burritos?
Yeah.
And I'll probably make you some biscuits, Badani. Unless you want the tortillas. Y'all tell me now so I can get it started.
Yippee breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burritos.
They're easy to make and they're delicious.
I'm trying to get some water.
Why do you keep asking me that?
So you can know that I'm taking your water,
That you're getting a whole bunch of water?
basically.
Because you don't know, like, how to normally ask? Most of the time? Oh, smile, you're on candid camera.
I'm not smiling, I'm blowing on words because he was blowing on me.
I want to add purple into this. What y'all think? You like this, boo?
Yeah.
You want to add this to your ballerina dress? Some feathers? Bring it to me.
Okay.
Okay, so burritos and
Full string.
Easy for me.
burritos and what is this? Look at this. Is this confetti on this? What is going on?
What is it?
It's the magical
Is this
balance.
confetti? This is magical dookie feathers. That's what this is. Look at all these colors, boo. No, I'm talking about you want it on that one? You haven't even hung that one up yet. You want it on that one?
No.
Or you want it on the painting? What that one painting? On that one. I wonder how I'm gonna set the background up.
You think it needs
Yeah,
more?
I told you that.
Ah!
See, that's how I know you don't be listening to me, dude. No. That looks so Jay Leno-ish and Johnny Carson.
They added Johnny Depp's beard on Royal High, so I can cosplay Johnny Depp now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Or
Or I can cosplay that dude from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're gonna make it. Now you have to fix that, push that up when you get off of there. Get off of there because it's already leaning. It's already, oh my God. Oh my God. This does look like Jay Leno. I think he did have blue curtains. Johnny Carson had red, I think. Let me look that shit up. You know who Jay Leno is, London?
No.
Oh. Oh. Jay Leno.
According to Wikipedia,
Oh,
James
bitch, I didn't ask
Ferguson
y'all that
led-
extra shit, ho.
Okay. Is that good?
He had that city background. Where's the old shit? Perfect. Thank you, darling.
Or do you want me to put the tools?
I got it. I have to clean up the rest. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Was it red curtains? It was. That nigga look like Matlock.
Clarence.
Matlock. Okay, so I am redecorating and changing shit up. I bought a whole bunch of Under the Sea. You're gonna make it. I forgot that globe is back there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this a little more. It's Jay Leno. I don't know. It's gonna be white and like a gold color. And Under the Sea, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm doing too much. Okay. So, I need to push this back some. This is too much going on, baby. too much. Never too much, never too much, never too much. Dun, 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 Okay. We're gonna have to push this up. Why is it not moving? It's G-O, and welcome to my special guest, Wigisha 2000. Girl, it's been a long, long time, girl. Alright, so let's see. I kind of like the back around like that. Okay. Okay. Oh,
I would like to know what happened. Yes. Why did I have to change vehicles?
The reason we told you is the reason because it doesn't have the title. For that reason, the vehicle is changed.
Right. So because it did not have a title, you do know that I lost out on money?
You lost the money?
No, I lost out on money because you made me switch cars. So when I went to go get the title, because there was no bill of sale, I was not able to get the title for that car. Then you told me that there was no VIN number for that car. So in return, you all suggested to trade cars, which was the BMW or the Tahoe. I test drove the Tahoe for literally 30 minutes. And she made me sign something and did not give me a bill of sale. And then I even got new insurance. And I think that I explained to you the last time that I have missed out on a lot of money. And I even bought brakes on that Volvo. I cannot afford what's going on. And you said that you'd be able to forward my payments at the end. You've already scammed me out of 2 months of getting my title.
I don't know they gave you the copy of the bill of sale or no, because I was not in the office.
Not with the
But
Volvo.
you
With the
told me
Volvo, there was a bill of sale. Yes, correct. It was a bill of sale with the Volvo. But I was not able to get the title.
For what? For the Chevy Tahoe?
The Volvo.
The Volvo, I told you, because the auction, they didn't give the title.
I still had to
For that
wait.
reason, we switched
And
the
then
car.
you inconvenienced me by giving me 2 options of cars that I did not choose. So then in return, I've missed out on a lot of money.
Okay.
I would like to get my down payment back, if that is possible.
Okay. Manager is out of town until the Friday. He'll be back on Friday. And then just call on Friday or Saturday, and then you can come in the office, talk to him.
I keep calling back and forth.
You didn't call back and forth. Just
It's prolonging.
yesterday,
I
and
do
you
call
got
back and
all
forth.
your
I call from,
documents.
I have recorded every single time that I have called. And every time that I have called, even from a different number that I own.
No. Okay. This is you didn't talk about you want a down payment or return.
Yes, I did.
Or whatever.
And I recorded that as well.
Okay, that's fine. Just now I'm telling a manager is on vacation. He's out
So
of town.
there's
He'll
no
be back
one.
on
It's going to prolong
Friday.
it's going to prolong the time. Is that what you're saying to me?
What do you mean?
It's going to add on to more of the days and the time, because I literally have to pay $3 every time that I do not pay for that title of the Chevy Tahoe. So what I'm saying is because you're prolonging, since the manager is not there or the person that I need to speak to is not there for the rest of the week, it's going to add on to more days for that title. You guys have scammed me.
No. We didn't scan you, but okay. You purchased a vehicle.
I purchased
more
one
than
vehicle.
A couple months ago.
One
okay?
vehicle. Which
More than a
vehicle?
couple months
Which
ago.
one? Which one?
Already
Which vehicle?
You've been late.
Which
for the
vehicle?
title. Just 3 days is bit more
Which vehicle?
for the Chevy Tahoe.
No, let's talk about the Volvo, because that's what I purchased first. That's what I originally purchased.
Okay. Just until the Friday, I can't do nothing. On Friday, you can come and talk to.
So there's no one, not even
He's
at the
out of
other
the town.
car lot to talk to that's ahead of the services?
Which
What's up, y'all? So I am just getting myself together and getting up, and I am getting ready to start my daily readings. I'm getting ready to do my makeup too, because that shit, I haven't been putting on any makeup in the last couple of days. I've been kind of irritated with my little situation that's been going on behind the scenes and shit. So the car that I got, because my Volvo broke down, I paid full cash for that Volvo. I paid all my savings and my money for that car. I saved up. Bitch, I don't save, okay? But that car, I saved up. And I was struggling because I had kept getting in Ubers and what's some damn things called Ubers and Lyfts. And me and my daughter had a real situation in the lift. It was a black man, and I will never ever bring my child with me in none of them things. I won't leave. I don't give a fuck if they are a 35-year-old man. I would never leave my family in an Uber or a Lyft, or let alone get in it my motherfucking self. So I took it upon myself to make sure that I could get a car for us to get around in. Now, mind you, I got Instacart, all that shit. Okay, so I can have everything delivered to me, not a problem, right? So I go, first of all, the Uber and Lyft situation. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I gotta do my usual routine. Bitch think I'm doing coke when it's just allergen spray and shit. You know how some bitches is. So anyway, I will not be taking any Lyfts or Ubers. I will not bring my children with me. I do not trust those people, whether I'm sitting right there or not. I do not like Lyft. I do not like Uber. Those people were weird. The encounters that I had with the people, child, please. Okay, I don't know who raised these niggas out here, but I ain't the one. So I did all that. I had that experience. I had people showing me cars that I could get from different car lots, business people that they introduced me to, different bankings and different bank systems and stuff like that they were trying to get me to do, you know, different loans or whatever. So I'm like, bitch, I do everything under the motherfucking table. What's mine is mine, and I want it to be motherfucking mine. Okay, period. If I go buy me some rings or some jewelry or some shit like that, bitch, that shit is mine. Okay, ain't no pawn, ain't no loan. I obviously couldn't afford it if I have to pawn it and loan it and do all that extra shit, okay? So I go get this car. I had saved up a lot of my money, actually, and it was quite surprising that I saved my money by getting Ubers and Lyfts. By getting me from place to place, like driving my daughter to like walking her to school. that was a fun thing for me. It wasn't no big deal. But I still felt like we needed to be protected, especially when it came down to the winter time. So I saved up for that shit. I went and got me a car. I went and got the same car that I had, the Volvo, because I was used to that. I'm used to what I'm used to. I have the mechanics. I have the people that I can reach out to that can help me if I ever need any help. Because by the way, I'm a single motherfucking mom, and I still have to gain and collect my motherfucking resources just like everybody else, honey. So I go get this car, this Volvo. I have been looking at it. I've been wanting it. And I'm like, why not? If I have all the same references or whatever to get it. So get the car. Maybe about a week later, I go in there to go get the title. There's some faulty shit going on because she asked me for the bill of sale. And I'm like, why didn't they give me the bill? I thought that was attached to the paperwork. So she calls me, this lady that I had gotten the car from, the original person I got the car from. I don't know if she was a car salesman, if she had a license to sell or what, or if she was just a secretary or doing 5 different jobs. But when I went in there, this bitch gonna tell me after damn near a month of having the car that they gonna have to trade it in. And I said, well, that's fine, you know, y'all can, you know, they changed the stickers or whatever for me, because it didn't have no VIN. So she was like, well, we got a couple of cars for you. Because of this one is being, it has no VIN number. First of all, that's already fucking fishy. Bitch, don't play with me, okay? Second of all, I don't want the cars that you trying to give to me, because bitch, I did not ask for that. That's not what I saved up for. That's not what I was looking at. That's not the picture that I took and put on my motherfucking vision board for you to do that shit, for you to do that hoe, right? So she called me up there. She's like, we have a BMW, we have a Chevy Tahoe. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got all these kids. I can't take the BMW. I'm just not a BMW person. I don't know how that shit works. I would rather go to Mercedes, BMW dealership to deal with that type of thing, especially if it's a newer car or I'm investing my money into it. So I get up there. She's like, okay, you can test drive it and everything will be the same. The price will be the same. You can test drive it. You know, if there's any discrepancies, let us know. Bitch, I pull up to the motherfucking pump. The lock on my side of the door, the thing popped the fuck off. I was like, oh shit, is this a limit card that I didn't got? So I called her back. She's like, oh, we'll call you back. I didn't know that there was any issues with that. You know, she basically rushed the sale because she knew that I was going to be displeased with whatever items that I was getting. So this bitch, I got in the car. I'm like, okay, cool, it's cool, whatever. I need something to get around because I'm not going to be doing these motherfucking Ubers and Lyfts. These people are weird. I mean, they had cat hair, booty hair, funky, stank. I'm talking about trying to flirt with me, asking me for my number, waiting for me to get all the way upstairs to get to my house, watching me, dropping me off, me seeing that car turn around a few times and coming into the same area. Okay, so little shit like that I was trying to fucking avoid. You know, people are really strange out here. I had an old white man that was like, can I get your number? No, bitch, you're supposed to be giving me a ride and leaving me the fuck alone after this. That's it, that's all. Business transaction done. But no. So this is the reason why I had to get a fucking car. They put me in a situation to where they knew that that car was faulty. They knew that that shit was fucked up. And obviously when you buy or purchase a car, you automatically get the VIN number and all of those things as a dealer. I even know that. I get the car, I call the bitch. She's like, we'll call you back. Bitch never called me back. I called her, I said, are you going to train me on how I need to, you know, are you going to go over the vehicle with me? Like, is there a gas tank, like button? Like, what's going on here? You know, is it left? I just wanted someone to show me what the fuck I was buying. And she didn't do that. So I kept on going about my business. I go get, this is the second car. I go get, try to go get the title, the tag and title. Here in Oklahoma, you can have that shit transferred. You just have to pay whatever fees or whatever that the car is that you purchase. So you can keep the same license plate or you can keep the same information is what I was told. And that happened to me last year when the year before last when I purchased my Volvo.
Mind you, I don't have issues with people. I do not. Okay? They be having issues with me. So if I do notice that they have an issue, there are things that I will start from the beginning to the top, to the motherfucking bottom, to let you know and to ensure that these are the steps that I took. What did you do? Okay? And how did this become fucked up? So I get up there. I have no bill of sale once again. I already had to make a new insurance policy because of getting a new fucking car that I did not really want. I was out about almost $300 for full coverage for that insurance. I had already had to make a new one. I could not keep the same coverage. Otherwise, it would have had both of those cars on there. I would have had to taken that motherfucker off and it would have had a different number. So in return, I went and got some different insurance. Bitch ain't even asked me for the insurance when I left the car lot. She didn't even give a goddamn if I walked off that motherfucker with no insurance or if I wrecked that car, that vehicle. She didn't give no fucks. So I get up there. I because she did not answer the phone, I called up there. Nobody had answered. Nobody picked up. I said, all I need is a bill of sale. I just need somebody to, do I need to come up here? What's happening? So I finally get a phone call back, and it's the manager. I told him, bitch, I lost out on so much money by getting this fucking car. You guys had waited 2 months and delayed having a VIN number or a actual title for me to get the actual title for the car. So now I'm SOL because I already paid money for the insurance. The payments on the vehicle, I don't want to do that shit. Bitch, that's not the vehicle that I wanted. So I get in there. First of all, I did not cuss him out. I simply told him everything that happened along the way because he was not there to follow the transaction with the lady that did it with me originally. It's the person that I got a hold of was supposed to have been the manager or the car owner or dealer or whatever. We get on the phone. I finally get a hold to him. He's like, what is the problem, ma'am? I'm like, I'm telling you the problem. I just bought a car from you all, and the first car did not have a VIN number. That is a problem in itself, bitch. What do you mean? So then, after all of that phone call and me trying to explain all of that shit, he was like, well, first of all, they changed the payment dates because the dates that they changed, he called me on the 3rd. I'm like, bitch, I don't even get paid near this week, so I don't even know what the hell and how the hell this shit got changed. So when he called me, that was alarming right there. That was a red flag right there. And I'm like, why the fuck don't y'all know that my shit didn't change? And when I came and got the car was on the 18th. My payment was on the 17th. I already had made my payment, period and dot. So why would the payment date change? That was some weird little shit right there. So he's like, ma'am, calm him down. I'm like, I'm calm. I'm talking calm. I'm telling you all of the situation. So why is it that you're not hearing my plea? You're not hearing what's going on to fix it as a dealer. So then he tried to say that she said that I was happy with the car purchase. Bitch, you don't know I wasn't fucking happy. Do you know how much of an inconvenience that was to change insurance, to try to go and get another tag and a title, and to bring that motherfucker back up there, and to switch cars on top of that? And not only on top of that, you didn't added all this shit onto your information. And bitch, I done had to have a new sticker for the apartment and all that shit. Had to have all that shit changed, pay for all that shit. And next thing you know, this motherfucker gonna tell me that I was angry and that I was happy with my purchase, and she said that I was happy. And bitch, no, I wasn't. You weren't there, so you don't fucking know, and you don't know what's been going on. And I'm trying to tell you the story, and bitch, you ain't even listened to the motherfucking story. So I'm gonna need you to get your shit correct. Otherwise, all these cars on this car lot will be shut the fuck down, and you will have no job, and you will go back to Serbia or wherever you from, baby. All it takes is a blink of an eye. Okay, now there's certain experiences that you got to go through so that way you won't have to do it again next time. I understand that. But in this scenario, they have me fucked up.
So they don't want, he kept delaying it, like, oh, I'll call you back when you can talk to me. I say, I have been talking to you. I've told you the whole conversation. I was like, do I need to call the Better Business Bureau? Do I need to call the Oklahoma Used Car Commissions? Like, do you think I'm a big dumb bitch who doesn't know what the fuck is going on? And I gave you some time to get my shit together. Like the payment times, I gave you some time to have all that shit together. My payments have been on time. I have not had any late payments. Do you hear me? No late payments, nothing faulty on my end. I just tried to purchase a car so I could get the fuck around and move around. I don't like going through shit over and over again. I don't like moving. I do like changes, but I don't like moving and making changes that's unnecessary. And that's what the fuck I've been doing. So, a bitch like me, they lucky that I've been nice for this long. You can only be nice for so long. I did call the Oklahoma Used Car Commission complaints. I have them sending me some sort of paperwork for that, and I'm getting ready to write some reviews. And bitch, when I write reviews, I give all the motherfucking details and I scare motherfuckers away. Either I bring hella customers to you, or I scare them motherfuckers away with all of the truth that I have. Don't even bother. And the fact that I write long ass reviews, pictures, documentation, all that shit. Please believe a bitch keep all her motherfucking receipts, okay? All the way down from the Volvo that I had to all of the tax paperwork that I have. Bitch has a whole motherfucking file cabinet for that shit. So don't ever try to play me. I have receipts. I have text messages. I have triple phones. Then he gonna try to tell me, he said, you have not called. I said, I called from different phone numbers, baby. No, you didn't. Bitch, don't tell me what the fuck I did, because I know what my call logs say. And I'll screenshot that shit and capture it and share that shit with your monkey ass. So bitch, don't play with me now. If I have to get a lawyer, I will. But please believe, if this situation doesn't go out in the way that it should, because they have screwed me, it's gonna be popping. So hopefully the next story that I tell y'all, St. John or whatever that man's name is, honey, please believe something's going to be corrected. You best believe that. Bet your bottom dollar. So that's what I've been doing when I got up. I'm getting ready to go do my makeup because I have a whole bunch of clients to do. And I have like 2 readings that I'm going to do on Pisces channel. I said that I was going to do the readings for August on this channel, and I have a feeling that I'm going to regret it. So set this here. So I have a feeling I am going to regret doing these readings on that channel, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel stupid and feel sorry that, you know, I did something, it didn't gain the revenue, it didn't gain what it does on Pisces channel. And most people, they're like, you shouldn't care about that. Bitch, I gotta live. I have to survive. I cannot waste my time on shit that's gonna get me pennies on the dollar. And that's just fucking real. I don't know what y'all think these YouTubers is making out here, but a lot of that shit is made up. They don't pay their taxes. I have seen YouTubers make up numbers and subscriber counts. Hold on, y'all. It's me, honey. I'm about to make up shit. So, okay, so story time in this hole. Now y'all know when I get to story time, it is what it is. Man, bitch, I got so many stories to tell. Okay, so I am going to have to clean this area up because, bitch, it look nasty over brushes and shit and all kinds of jewelry that I kept to collect the matching piece. Story time. Alright, y'all. This is the reason why I can't fuck with people. Alright, I'm already a spooky ass person, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna say I'm spooky, but I like to do spooky shit. I'm the bitch that go to the graveyard, say thank you to my ancestors, bring them roses and shit, big shit on their graveyard and whatnot, big shit on their tombstone. So I'm gonna tell you a magical story, and I'm gonna start from the tippy motherfucking top. Do you hear me? So pay attention, because you know people always gotta pay attention to my words and what I'm literally saying, because those words turn into actions. And that is how I have always been able to manifest. I don't know if it's just my special gift or the gift that the ancestors wanted me to have or whatever. But I will tell you that magic is real. Yes, the fuck I will. The spiritual realm magic is fucking real. Straight up. I am that motherfucker who's experimented on people. Put them in potion bottles. Uh-oh, speak ancestors. Put them in potion bottles and sent them on about their way to their ancestors. And speaking of coffins, I have made shit flood. Especially to any unjust or unjusts that have happened. So, let's talk about it. Alright. So, the apartment that I used to stay in before this one, my neighbor kept calling the police on me. And I just let things happen until I listen to the ancestors and they say, enough is enough, my child. You must do something. So she called the police on me. We kept going outside. Her dog would not be on a leash. We lived upstairs, but she lived underneath us and she was on the second floor. So just envision. I think I might have old video of it. I might put it in. I have to film my walk upstairs because of the shit I be going through, especially with the neighbors. So when you come upstairs, you have to make sure that you're not coming simultaneously at the same time. That way you won't meet on it at the same time. And the dog will be right there when you come up the stairs. I have to do this every time. Even when the kids go to school. And now I'm here. But envision her dog coming out, a Rottweiler to be exact, and attacking your children when they get ready to go to school and frightening them because she doesn't have them on a leash and she let the dog wait so long to pee. It's peeing going down the stairs. So shit like that was really, I'm like, all right, I got my little baby. She doesn't need to be afraid of animals because one person is not able to control that dog. So I let it keep happening. She called the police 3 times on a nigga. She had that Black Lives Matter flag hanging above her balcony. I'll insert some pictures too from off her page, of course, I'm sure. She has a lot of pictures of her dogs. She had 2 dogs, to be all the way real. And one, she would take the Rottweiler out first because that motherfucker was out of control. So, you know, I don't mind dogs. I'm just not a dog person. I don't want to have the hair and shit around me. I don't want cats, you know, stuff like that. I'm cool on that. I'd rather just have some fish or some shit like that. So, not to take away from, you know, people that love dogs and animals, because I love animals too. They're part of our system. They're, you know, I respect them, and hopefully they respect me until it's time to eat, okay? But I love dogs and animals and cats. I just don't want them in my environment. Let's just get that straight. I don't want them on my dresses. I don't want them on my fur coats. I don't want them making me sneeze, making me itchy, having their hair on me in my car. I just can't deal with that, okay? I grew up with dogs. I've had dog having dreams that I told my dad about, and the dog was dead the very next day when I told my dad when he went to go out there to look for the dog. So stuff like that. I'm okay with animals, okay? All dogs go to heaven. This lady in particular, she basically was training her dog to wait for a long time to use the bathroom, and also in her living quarters and living habits that she had with other people. I was starting to get very irritated because my children shouldn't go down the stairs to take the trash down, and your dog is coming outside without a leash. Then on top of that, she has a door camera, and I also have a camera as well too. So I complained to the front office and let them know it was very extreme, that she called the police on me. There's nothing going on upstairs. You guys barely even hear my children. That's because they're occupied doing the things that they say that they love to do, that I pay attention to listen to. So there's not really very much. You know, I even had somebody on the other channel talking about she don't have her kids or something like that. Bitch, I didn't have these kids for I don't know how long. I could have been a millionaire without them 3 times. Okay, bitch, don't you ever discredit my motherhood. So anyway, let me do my makeup too. Anyway, I was not appreciating that. I called the front office. I let them know that's a bit extreme. When the police came up there, I'm like, everything's fine. All of my children were literally like, you know, right there. We were all watching TV in the living room, chilling. Like nothing extreme, nothing extra. Now, we are pretty loud when we're laughing. I will not lie to you. We are loud as fuck. Like, we laugh all at the same time. It carries, but we know, you know what I mean, that people live underneath us, so we try to be respectful of that. We've had other apartments that we've lived in before, townhomes and houses. I didn't know this woman from Adam, honey. And when she moved in, that's when all hell broke loose. Hey, I remember on tarot, being outside in the car doing tarot cards, and she bringing her motherfucking dog without the leash. Okay, had the motherfucker on camera. She's taking a shit, didn't clean it up, nothing. All right. Called the front office and like, oh, that's a service. She said that that's a service dog. Bitch, I ain't never heard no goddamn Rottweiler is no service dog. The lies. Okay. I let it go. Being as kind as I was, and as witchy as I was, and as private, and all those things, I let it go. I let it go. She had these 2 boys, these 2 mixed boys that would be outside with no shoes on. That's how you know they'd be mixed. Because I don't know too many black people who go outside without shoes. That's always been some sort of strange. I ain't never done all that. Now, if I'm grounding myself, that's completely different. But no, I protect my feet at all costs. So they be outside with the dog take a dookie, they all come back in because they just rushing to get that motherfucker outside. So office did nothing. It continued to happen. She'd be like, oh, sorry, Anna. Like, bitch, you're not sorry. You're allowing that. And then that's when the other neighbors started to complain. And like I said, she had that Black Lives Matter flag hanging over her thing. We all know ain't no black people sporting that shit. Yeah, the paraphrase shit, or the tweet about it. But we all know black people do not. We're not even invested in that. I know most of the black people that I have grown up with and that I have known for quite some time, they're on some aristocracy. You know what I mean? Like, so we all know where that goes. Which, I mean, you have the right to do whatever you want, but the fact that she hung it up over her balcony and had these mixed children, and next thing you know, her dog is shitting everywhere. She didn't call the police on me. Everyone's complaining about how her dog is attacking their dog. I'm talking about people who had little puppies, little chihuahuas and little terriers and shit, how her dog, they complained about her dog and how it would bark, how loud it would bark. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And you know, on balconies, most of them have some sort of very loud echo. And so I know that there was complaints. She had the Black Lives Matters flag, and then I'm just like, maybe you could tell that she was just one of those women that, she was one of those white women that she loves black dick, but she hates black women because she made life a living hell with her dog, and every time we would open the door, she would open the door with her dog. And then she had a garage that was connected to where she could go through her house to get to the garage. She never did that. So we went through all that shit. I'm like, all right, nigga, I think it's time. The ancestor's like, bitch, it is time, young grasshopper. And I said, time to do what? Shit, what am I gonna call the police on her? Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that hoe. Shit. She just looks stupid every time she called the police because ain't nothing going on. I'm over here cooking. I asked the police officer, I said, shit, you want to come in too? You want to come in for dinner? That shit, you know you smell it after. You know you smell that shit at the goddamn door. You know you smell them seasonings. And then her sons and them is downstairs waiting to see what's going to happen to us. I'm like, bitch, you was training your sons to get shot, ho. And then think that they're above the law on top of that. Bitch, what's going on? So, y'all know what I did. The ancestors told me to bring the water. Now, every place that I usually leave out of, I try to respect it like it's gonna be somebody else's house. But if it's already reoccurring issues and things, it's always a natural occurrence. And I always get out on time. And it always has been that way too. So I looked at my tarot cards and they told me to get the fuck out. My lease was up right on time. I had paid the very end. It was time to go. So now I'm getting ready to do the highlight and then go in and add the shadow highlight. So yeah. They said, "Get out, my child." I said, "What the hell?" Why do I need to move? And when you know, you know. When the ancestors tell you something, do something, spirits, they like, get the fuck out, bitch. You get the fuck out. It's not gonna be the next horror movie. Okay? Bitch, this is not Chucky and them. So I started buying boxes and packing. I didn't have no place that we was even looking at. I said, ancestors, just take me where we need to go. And they did. Exactly that. So when we left up out of there, when it was, I was literally at my 30 days. And I was sitting there thinking like, damn, we need a place bigger. We need to like get the fuck up out of here. Like, this is way too much. Bitch carrying groceries up the stairs and motherfuckers at the Instacart and Walmart giving up. You can ask my daughter, do you hear me? We watched them ladies call us to have them help them. I said, now wait a minute now, what if I was disabled, bitch? Okay. That was definitely during the pandemic. I'm like, if it's your job and I'm in a wheelchair, I can only imagine what someone with disabilities would go through needing those resources. So we start moving, we packing. I'm looking for places. We found one. Boom. We left. Got the fuck up out of there. I gave that lady no mind. I paid that lady no attention at all. I paid her no attention at all. I wrote my review. I got the fuck up out of there. She took some of my stuff that was upstairs. She looked like an old dirty woman because when she came in, all the roaches started coming in. I said, oh, well, goddamn. This dirty asshole. Got up out of there. I went to the reviews. She had her name on the door. I think I have video of it. She had her name on the door, where she lived at, her last name, her ring light, all that shit. Looked at the reviews on there. She told me this place is really nice. And like I said, the front office did absolutely nothing. And I just did it with grace and kept on going. I go look up her information. This bitch, that whole shit done flooded. The whole ceiling. The whole place. Dog cage. All that shit.
I mean, there's no point in trying to get the water up right now. I mean, there's no point in trying to get the water up right now. Well, that's fucking great. Well, that's fucking great.
that's why you don't fuck with people. Because you never know how powerful shit really is. With or without spells and potions. Especially if you speak life into existence. And you know how to make and create life. That's the ultimate magic. And I love it. I love the ancestors for learning how or knowing how. I'm grateful for that.